After months of legal battles and international cooperation, two key suspects in the high-profile murders of South African rapper Kiernan aka Forbes and celebrity chef Tebello Tibz Motsoane have finally been brought back to face justice. Siyabonga Gezani Ndimande and Malusi David Ndimande arrived at King Shaka International Airport, extradited from Eswatini, where they had been hiding since early 2024. The brothers had been allegedly hiding in Mbabane, fighting extradition to South Africa through multiple court appeals. Their extradition was initially granted by the Manzini magistrate in August 2024, but the pair filed a last-minute appeal in October, citing security concerns. However, they withdrew their final appeal, paving the way for this dramatic return. Police spokesperson Brigadier Mate confirmed their arrival as Interpol handed over the chained suspects to South African authorities.
Being the lead investigator and the investigating team, we had busy processing suspects amongst others. They are taking their budgets, which includes ones, which is a convention, analyze and so on. But they've also checked their luggage to ensure that they break list anything that is illegal into its country, well, that is standard counters, and so on. But most importantly, the lead investigator executed the J50 warrant on 3 cases. The first month of the J50 warrant of arrest on the murders on the taxi boss who was killed in in 2022. And in that particular case, they are facing 5 charges. And then he's also executing the warrant of arrest on the second case, which is the AKA Tibz murder case, where in that they are facing 11 charges. And then they are then executing the warrant of arrest on the third case, where they killed another taxi boss's driver, as well as attempted to kill his wife as well. In that case, they are facing 8 charges. So in total, it's about 24 charges that they're facing. So they are formally charged. They're taking the warning statements, and where they're being informed of their arrest, the charges against them, that they give an opportunity for legal representation. So they can decide to respond in writing, or to respond through their attorneys, or to make a representation in court.
The brothers were immediately transported to Durban Central Police Station for fingerprinting and processing before appearing in the Durban Magistrates Court. They face a staggering 24 charges, including murder, conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, and unlawful possession of automatic firearms and ammunition. The Ndimande brothers now join 5 co-accused already in custody, all awaiting their pre-trial hearing scheduled for June 2026. Justice Minister Mamoloko Kubai praised the cooperation between South African and Eswatini authorities in bringing these suspects to justice.
appreciate that the hard work of the colleagues that was done over years. At least it has finally brought us into this courtroom. We know that it's always been in the media that we are trying our best to secure the attendance of the accused before court. And now that they are eventually here, at least we can see the next phase of the administration of justice unfolding. So hopefully it's going to be in the favor of the state until the end.
Yeah.
Interpol, SAPS is part of the Interpol. The SAP's job is to secure the tenants of the people, the suspects, before court. So through the collaboration we have with the colleagues at Eswatini, we're able to secure the attendance in court at Eswatini. And the same happened when they had to move from the Eswatini court to come here. We provided that security and transportation for them to move from that side and come over here. But the administration process in terms of removing those individuals from the other country, in this case Eswatini, to South Africa, that is a process that is handled by the NPA, not us. So the SAPS job was to present evidence to the NPA and say we were able to secure the suspects, but unfortunately they are not in the country, they are at Eswatini, and they've been secured, and here is a case number that they are arrested on, and here is the facility where they are kept. And then the NPA started the administration process, which took that long for it to be finalized. They contacted us, the DPP, last week when they told us that everything is finalized, so we must make arrangement to bring them over. So that's where we started. That was on Thursday last week when they activated us, because we already have a security or transportation plan in place. It was easy for us to move them and bring them across. The families of the victims are in contact with the investigation team, so they will have engaged with them in relation to the progress on the case.
General, we now have 7 suspects in total.
Yeah, what we can tell you is that part of this whole 7, we did explain before that they play different roles. We know that there is a head who coordinated everything, and that person had paid the entire group after the job, but he used his bank account to transfer money, and that's a business account that he used. But we are investigating further the linkages of his business account with other partners that he has who transfers money into the business account. And so we are identifying all those that he has a business interest with that would have moved money into that account, and we are busy looking at those to establish exactly who above him might have requested him perhaps to coordinate this operation. But until we have that evidence, which is, as I said, from the business account where the monies are moved, there's a lot of investigation work that needs to be done to prove that there is a relationship that might be corrupt, if there is any, with another party, and then we're able to move up the ladder if need be. But for now, we are comfortable that the main guy that assembled the team and executed the job, and the main guy who eventually paid the entire team and also paid himself, is amongst the 7 that were arrested. So beyond that, it is part of the investigation that we are doing. But as I say, it's more on the commercial side of things, to be able to look at the business account and anything related to the business account. Hopefully, we might find some other connectivity that might link into this case or any other cases. We know that the vehicles that have been used have been rented for other days other than this day where this incident happened. We're investigating that as well, where those vehicles might have been used when they were rented by the very same person, and see whether there's any incident that happened in those areas, and look at those dates. Also, what was activities in his bank account during that period, so that you can be able to see whether there's any other party, maybe that is financing this guy, as he called himself a businessman. That business account of his is an account of interest for us as we investigate.